Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're rediving deep into a topic that's absolutely crucial for any piece of software you use, but often goes unnoticed by the end user. What is it? Why is it so important? And how does it make sure the apps and programs we rely on every day don't crash and burn? Let's get into it. Imagine you've just downloaded a new photo editing app. You're excited to try it out. You upload a great picture, apply a filter, and poof, the app crashes. You try again. Same result. Frustrating, right? At its core, quality assurance is a broad process that aims to ensure the final product meets the required quality standards. It's a proactive approach. Think of it as the overall strategy for quality. Testing, on the other hand, is a subset of QA. It's the hands-on reactive process of finding bugs and defects in the software. So, QA is about preventing defects, while testing is about finding them. You need both to build great software. Well, in a perfect world, maybe. But software development is incredibly complex. A single application can have millions of lines of code written by many different people, all interacting in complicated ways. Testing is our way of systematically checking every strand of that web to make sure it's strong. Let's break down the different levels of testing. It usually starts with unit testing. This is where developers test the smallest individual pieces of their code, called units or components, in isolation. Think of it like checking each individual Lego brick to make sure it's not broken before you start building something. This is the first line of defense against bugs. Once the individual units are confirmed to be working, they're combined into larger groups. This is where integration testing comes in. For example, does the login module correctly communicate with the user database module? Integration testing ensures that the combined parts of the software function as a cohesive whole. It's like connecting a few Lego creations together to see if they fit properly. Testers treat the software like a black box. They don't look at the internal code. This is like checking your finished Lego castle to make sure all the towers, walls, and bridges are connected and stable. This is often the final step. Real end users, or a client, test the software to see if it meets their needs and expectations in a real-world scenario. It's the ultimate seal of approval. If the users are happy and can do their jobs with the software, it's ready for release. This is like inviting your friends over to play with the Lego castle and seeing if they actually have fun with it. Beyond these levels, there are many different asterisk types, asterisk of testing. For example, performance testing checks how the software behaves under stress. What happens when 1,000 users try to log in at the same time? Does it slow down to a crawl, or does it handle the load gracefully? Then there's usability testing, which focuses on how easy and intuitive the software is to use. Can a new user figure out how to complete a task without needing a manual? And we can't forget compatibility testing, which ensures the software works across different browsers, devices, and operating systems. But larger companies have dedicated KA teams composed of QA engineers and testers. These are specialists trained to think like a user, very curious and sometimes mischievous user. They might follow a script like click button A, then enter text B and verify result C, or they might do exploratory testing, where they just freely explore the application using their experience and intuition to uncover hidden bugs. The process of finding and fixing a bug is a cycle. A tester finds a defect and reports it, usually in a bug tracking system like Jira. The report needs to be super detailed. What they did, what they expected to happen, and what actually happened, including screenshots or videos. The tester then retests to confirm the fix and to make sure the fix didn't accidentally break something else. This is called regression testing. Regression testing is incredibly important. As software evolves, with new features being added and bugs being fixed, we need to make sure that existing functionality doesn't regress or stop working. Imagine a fix to the photo filter feature somehow breaks the login page. That would be a major regression. So, with every new change, testers run a suite of regression tests to ensure the core functionality of the application remains stable. In modern software development, especially with methodologies like Agile and DevOps, testing is becoming more and more automated. Automated testing involves writing scripts that automatically run tests and compare the actual results with the expected results. This is a game changer. It allows teams to run thousands of tests in a matter of minutes, something that would take a manual tester days or weeks. This doesn't mean manual testers are obsolete. Not at all. Automation is fantastic for repetitive, predictable tests like regression checks. But for things like usability, user experience, and exploratory testing, You still need the creativity and intuition of a human. The best QA strategies use a smart mix of both manual and automated testing. Automation handles the heavy lifting, freeing up human testers to focus on the more complex, user-centric issues. Ultimately, investing in a rigorous testing and QA process saves a lot of time, money, and headaches down the line. A bug found early in the development cycle might take an hour to fix. Think about the software you use every day, from your banking app to your favorite video game. The reason they mostly work so well is because of the tireless, often invisible work of QA teams. They methodically test, document, retest, and question everything to ensure that when the software finally reaches you, it's stable, secure, and a pleasure to use. So the next time you use an app that just works flawlessly, take a moment to appreciate the incredible amount of effort that went into testing it. The world of software would be a much buggier and more frustrating place without the dedication of quality assurance professionals. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this gave you a better understanding of the crucial role of testing and QA in the software world. If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and let me know in the comments if you have any questions or topics you'd like me to cover next. See you in the next one.